Sometimes we forget why we're here. It's easy to fall off track. These help us remember.
What's up guys, Buddy here. In this video I'm going to be teaching you how to make a simple, easy, and efficient Minecraft Warden Farm. This farm works on all platforms of Bedrock, whether you play on your phone, tablet, Xbox, PlayStation, or PC, or Switch. For this farm, all you'll need is 2 chests, 4 hoppers, 4 trapdoors, 2 water buckets, 1 lever, 4 redstone torches, 4 pistons, 4 observers, 3 glass blocks, slab, 6 blocks of wool, 56 fences, 1 skulk sensor, a trident, stack of torches, and finally, about a few stacks of solid blocks. The first step is to look for an ancient city or a deep dark biome. Once you found either one of those, go look for a shrieker. Make sure it's really far away from a skulk sensor. What I recommend doing at this point is covering it up with the wool blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As you guys can see, it's supposed to be completely covered by wool. The next step is to get your solid blocks. At this point I would recommend destroying all nearby skulk sensors around the area, just so that you don't spawn the warden accidentally. Now the next step is come to one corner. Finally, dig down 7 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now come back up to the top. Finally, place 6 solid blocks on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Finally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should look something just like that. The next step is to destroy all blocks within that outline. So this may be a little bit tedious, but this is the only way we can get it to work. Once you're done digging out that outline, it should look like this. Each side should be at least 6 blocks long. And finally, the most important thing is it should be at least 7 blocks deep down, just like that. You'll end up with this pit, but that's the whole point. The next step is you're going to break all the solid blocks that you've placed. So we just get rid of these. Then finally, come to whichever side you'd like. Place a skulk sensor. And so far, here's what you've got right there. The next step is to go on the opposite side. Place a piston right there. Finally, place a block right there. Then place an observer. Make sure your observer is right facing against your piston. Place a redstone torch. And finally, we're going to repeat this whole process all over again, just like so. And as you guys can see, if we want to shut the farm off, all we need is the lever right there. Finally, now we need to work on the collection system. In order to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to place a few blocks right there. And if I'm not mistaken, I should put the chest right there. And as you guys can see, now all we got to do is get our hoppers, and you're going to need 4. And crouch down and place them. Once you place all 4 of them, make sure they're facing the right way. As you guys can see, if you guys got it just like this, then that means your collection system will be working just fine. The next step is to place 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take 3 glass blocks. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you place a slab right underneath that 1 block. Finally, keep doing it until it's 3 blocks tall. Once you've done and make it look like this, next step is to come to one side and then finally build out 7 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now coming back, do it again. Just like so. And in return you have 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Finally, you're going to do it on all sides. Then finally place a block right here, place a block on top of it, break that block finally. place blocks just like this. Come to the other side and do the same thing. Then what you're going to do is come in the back, place 7 fences. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then finally, come in the back, place 4 solid blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. At this point, I would recommend building an infinite water source for more water. Finally, grab your 2 water buckets and place them right here. As you guys can see, the water should flow just like that. Finally, you repeat this whole process on all the other ones. The next step is to come to one side, place your trapdoors. 1, 2. Finally, come to the other side. 1, 2. Then open those up. At this point, I recommend you throw in a trident. Then come to one corner and build up 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Finally, 1, 2, 3. Come to one corner again, build up 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. And then try to get them right above where the warden is going to be falling to the trident killer, just like that. And this is what you guys should end up with right now. This next step is optional. What I did is I built out 20 blocks right over here. That way the warden can't attack you with a sonic boom. And what I would recommend doing is build some walls to protect you from mobs, just like so. And so you guys, this is how I would recommend building it, just like that. So yeah, now you're inside, and now the next step is to flick this lever. That way you get your trident moving. Finally, turn it off, and you're going to want to exit this. By placing a door down, we can now exit and enter anytime we want, just like so. Finally, this is what the farm is supposed to look like. Over here we have our skulk sensor. Inside of there we have our skulk shrieker, which we're not supposed to touch. We just leave it like that. Finally, all of this top should be just like that, full of water. The reason why we have these few blocks right here, so the warden can spawn only in there. That's it, nowhere else. So hopefully, I hope you guys built this right. This next final step is very important. Now you have to build a bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just like that, as you guys can see, we have access to it, and we can now break that wool block and get the wardens to spawn. Use this farm to use it. Come over here and break this wool block. Then finally run. By the way, sometimes you might get the darkness effect and the warden might not spawn in, but that's okay. Now flick this lever and make sure that the shrieker is triggered. It'll eventually spawn in at some point. Sometimes one important thing to keep in mind is that the warden tends to spawn slowly, so you're gonna have to wait. But I think the higher the difficulty, I think the faster it spawns in. If anybody knows that, you guys can let me know. As you guys can see, he is now officially spawning in. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna back up all the way further, and we're just gonna wait until he falls in the trident killer. Now sometimes it does take a while for the warden to make his way down, so yeah, this is why you guys are gonna have to be patient. If for some reason it doesn't work, maybe it's just probably the orientation you place your trapdoors, and you guys can see, we finally got him. Just stay right here, he won't be able to attack you, and he won't be able to escape. So, yeah. Now the warden does have quite a bit of health, so as we sit right here and wait for it to die, you'll eventually go in there and eventually get your loot. Now, to prevent wardens from spawning, what I would recommend doing is go into your settings and turn it into peaceful mode. That way no wardens can spawn, just like so. And finally, you can go up here, collect the XP. Finally, there's your sculpt catalyst. Once you're done using that farm, step out, go back to the bridge you built. And finally, cover up the streaker. You're all good to go. I hope you guys enjoyed learning how to make this simple, easy, and efficient Minecraft Warden Farm. Please let me know what I should make in future videos. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other Minecraft videos. Thanks for watching.